Hi, Sag. Welcome back to our channel. I wanted to do the weekly reading that we do on this channel, telling you how this week is going to go, what you can expect, what themes are surrounding you this week. I hope that you guys are having a really great Monday so far. Oh, guys, this heat wave is crazy. Like, I just want to talk to someone about it. So, have you guys been, have you guys been feeling with the heat wave? How is it feeling where you live? In your country of origin, in your state, your city. How are you dealing with things? And then what else did I want to say really quickly? Busy bee. Are you guys feeling really busy right now? Do you guys feel like you have a lot of obligations and responsibilities going on right now? Okay. Nonetheless, let's jump into your reading and talk about what's happening this week for you. So I have tea leaf here. We have first barrel. And this one says, you feel something in your life is lacking, perhaps love, money, or your goals. Okay. So there could be a sense of unfulfillment or feeling like you want more, feeling unsatisfied this week. You could be having a lot of thoughts about, just wanting to reach your end goal. We also have flag here. Okay, so it says, do not be tempted to lower your standards. So, usually, when we're lacking something, sometimes that can bring up feelings of desperation and wanting to get things quickly, wanting to take the shortcut. There could be something coming towards you this week, whether it's like a love connection, maybe it is a money situation, maybe it is something to gratify you, but you're also being asked not to lower your standards. There's something so much more beautiful and bigger and prosperous up ahead, and you don't want to take the shortcut or the cheap thing, in spite of like just waiting or having patience. So be careful of that. Knowing that like if something is coming towards you really quickly this week, it's not what you wanted. And it doesn't even stand a chance to what you're about to achieve. Okay. We have the elephant here. All right. So, elephant gives me a lot of messages. This one says, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So, you may feel like in this journey towards love, and this journey towards, financial success, and this journey towards your goals, whatever goals you have right now, it is definitely a long one. And I think there's a message here to really enjoy the journey, be present, not to live in the future of what life will be like once you attain that thing. Kind of starting to romanticize your life now, having fun every day with the journey, being in tune to the lessons or the wisdom that you're getting at this time. There's something very gentle about elephants as well. So I feel like the universe is going to be much more gentler with you. Even if there are still some lessons that you need to learn, I feel like you're learning them very gently. It doesn't feel like harsh lessons, okay? It doesn't feel like tough love. It feels like you're going to be leading on a very positive rest of the month and feeling really harmonious and peaceful. Not a lot of chaos or mayhem coming towards you, which is good. All right. And last but not least, we have the star here. And this one says guaranteed success. So if you know that your success towards whatever you feel like is lacking in your life, if you know that there is a guarantee that you're going to get it and it's going to be successful, sustainable, long term, it's going to have longevity, you would not settle for less. Okay. And you know what's interesting? Your card of the week was either, I think it was red flag or it was flag, but it was red flag. Okay. And so it's just like, there could also be some warnings this week of just like not settling for less, not lowering your standards. Okay. You have boots here. And this is so funny because this really makes me think of Sagittarius. Every time I do pull this card, I just think of Sagittarius. It's just funny to me. But this is walking boots. It talks about going on a journey. You could be having a lot of adventure coming your way. You could be taking your exit from maybe a challenging situation. You could be walking away from something. You are stepping into more self reliance or just being more of an independent person. You are taking the steps needed. You are going to be exploring, pursuing your own path, freedom, and independence. Okay. And that energy really does speak to my Saggies, I feel. All right. And we have lighthouse here. Something significant could be about a lighthouse. I don't know if there's like some symbolism of a lighthouse. Maybe you live near a lighthouse. But or maybe you could be watching a show or a movie and then you'll see like a the camera could pan the lighthouse, okay? There's something very ominous about that, but this could be like symbolism for these themes. So it's telling you to follow your own inner guidance system at this time. It tells you also that you're going to be having a safe passage. So if this journey has been rocky, if there's been a lot of ups and downs, I feel like things are going to be a much more smoother process moving forward. You are going through some type of illumination. Something's being illuminated in your life for you to pay attention to, for you to follow. You're taking the right direction. You will be feeling very secure. You could be plotting your course, gaining clarity, which is really big, and also navigating obstacles much more easier. Okay. We also have stalemate here. So, this is interesting. This could talk about like not lowering your standards or not settling for less, not settling in a certain situation. Maybe you are hitting a stalemate with someone in your life, maybe a friend that you've been really close to. It just feels like you guys are not connecting. There's not a lot to relate to anymore. Maybe this is a love situation. Maybe this is someone new in your life and you really don't really feel like this person is the highlight of your day, but you could be just sticking with them for the time being. And so it talks about, stalemate energy. This card also talks about holding out because something better is coming towards you. So this card says standoff, no way out, non-committal, hold out, delayed tactics, blocked, refusing to compromise, opponent, and competition. If something is not working for you right now, don't force it. That could be very purposeful because it could be pushing you into the right direction. Okay, so whether that's within your career, if that's a financial situation, if that's love, friendship, family, if that's even about like you trying to explore your new identity, start up like maybe a new passion. If it feels like you have to force it, leave it where it's at because there's something much better up ahead for you. And I know that because we also have detour here. And this is the last card. So this card talks about a course disruption, delays, turn of events, something being interrupted, having to adjust or rethink your priorities, a different path that's opening up for you, obstacles that could be pushing you to this different path, setbacks that could be pushing you, and an external force beyond you, Sag, that is pushing you to the right direction. All right. So this could be happening this week for you. There's something about that. There's something about patience as well. Like as you are driving to work, you're driving to the grocery store, you're driving wherever, maybe you're going to be behind like a very slow driver and you're like, this person, either they are like, losing it in their car or this is like an elderly person. Why are they driving so slow? Just kind of go with the flow of things because that could be protecting you from something. All right. And that also is coming up for other things that may be kicking off for you this week as well. All right, let's jump into your reading and see for my Saggies, what can they expect this upcoming week, this week ahead? What's happening for my Sagittarius and Sagittarius placements? What can you tell me? What can my Saggies expect this week? Give me some messages, please. All right, I definitely see that you are definitely, what card was that? Let me see which card that was. Rethinking your priorities here, okay? You definitely are rethinking your priorities. It could be referencing a connection. It's something about thinking if something's going to be long term anymore, okay? Does something have longevity? Even if this is not a connection, I don't know what else this could be. Maybe you are aligning with your spirit guides or you're aligning with your angels or even God this week and really seeing the bigger picture of something. Something that you felt like was going to be long term, something that you are willing to invest everything behind. It could be turning into like a toxic situation. There could be a lot of negativity. Something could be deteriorating, okay, or just getting worse over time. All right. And you're finally like paying attention. I feel like this has been happening, but you're finally paying attention with the Page of Swords. You see something now. You're seeing some, and I feel like you're definitely like, you're going to be watching a little bit more. You're becoming very observant, almost like owl energy. A facade could be dissolving for you, and you definitely are paying more attention. You may not be ready to act with this page energy, but you're definitely paying attention. Something has got your attention because something has felt very negative lately. Okay, it doesn't feel positive. Your life could be moving in a more peaceful direction, but there's still something that is a little bit negative that could be bothering you. And it's something that you felt like was going to be forever, or that you were willing to invest in, or was going to be like a long-term goal for you, and maybe that's going to be changing very soon. Okay, so definitely rethinking your priorities here. This is your outcome this week with the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're going to be gaining clarity about something here with the Ace of Swords. You're definitely having a change of perspective. You could be seeing the truth behind things. You could be really honest with yourself about something as well. All right, there's like disillusionment being revealed, or like illusions are being dissolved here. Okay, we have the Tower as well. So something that you may have not been seeing clearly, something that had a very faulty foundation, could be crumbling. And it's shocking. I feel like your initial reaction is being shocked, like you weren't expecting this. But I feel like something could have been happening behind the scenes for a while. Now you're finally paying attention, okay? But there's this energy of being shocked, like being like, wow, okay. That threw me off a little bit. I also see like you have this energy of wanting to be impulsive, especially the beginning of this week. And, it's telling you not to, because even with the Ace of Wands, there's this initial strong attraction to someone, or there's this initial strong attraction to something, but it's here today and gone tomorrow. It fizzles out very quickly with the Ace of Wands. This may be harder to maintain satisfaction from or fulfillment from, okay? So it's like, may not be worth it. Even if it is instant gratification, it may not be worth it. So kind of just hold out. All right, let's see what's going on here. Tell me about the Ace of Wands for Sagittarius. You definitely are looking for fulfillment. You are looking for what's going to make you happy right now. Okay, that's something that's very important to you, is happiness. Especially with the 10 of Cups. You've been through a rough period, probably like the last couple of months. Things have been a little shady or rainy on you. You're looking for that light at the end of the tunnel, but you don't want to be desperate for it. You do have the Two of Wands here coming from the Ace of Wands. So something feels like really strong initial attraction, and you start to think about the grass is greener. And you almost want to jump from something that you could be already developing towards something new. Or there's this energy of like thinking the grass is greener, taking some type of shortcut, but it's not. Okay, because sometimes that Two of Wands, a lot of people land on the wrong side, because they, like, even in relationships, people may not be satisfied in their relationship. They jump to maybe the next person who's giving them attention, and maybe they leave their partner for that person, which is like a Two of Wands moment. And they realize that it's not that great. That could have been a facade, or, I should have just stayed. Okay. So there's something here. You want to jump, but it's not time. It may not be time to jump, or it's like, okay, even if you're in a situation that you're not happy in or not fulfilled with that 10 of Cups, take your time. You don't have to rush the process of exit. All right. You don't have to rush the process. If you're not happy in a relationship, or maybe a situationship, someone new could be coming in your life and you're like, okay, this is my out. That may not be your out. Maybe something is calling for you to explore a little bit more. See what other options are out there. Have patience for the right situation to come in and not waste your time. So I definitely see like a facade is dropping here. And yes, you want to make your exit, but I feel like it's divine timing. Like you can't do it so soon, or you shouldn't rush the process. There's something like that. And you think something's going to make you happy, but that happy is like instant gratification gone tomorrow. And that could even be impulsive purchases. If there's something that you want to buy because you feel like your money's very stable, Maybe you want to reward yourself. Think more long-term rewards, because that is what's sustainable. That's what's going to give you happiness and fulfillment over a long period of time, versus doing something that makes you happy today, but by the end of the week, you're over it. And was it worth it? All right. So there's something like that. And there's also something about, if you are going to exit a situation, do it the correct way. If you are going to exit a job, do it the correct way. Don't just, quit, and just not show up to work. Maybe put your 2 weeks in. See what other offers come to you before you jump to that job that gave you that first offer. Okay, so I don't know. There's a warning about, like, yes, it is time to exit a situation, but there's proper steps to exiting, and you don't want to rush the process because there's a better way out. Okay. Tell me about the Tower. Okay. This Tower energy, this Tower moment, how it's going to come to you is very interesting. You have the King of Wands here, and you also have the Three of Cups. This Tower moment could be a sudden realization when you are at a social event. You could be at a venue, a party, you could be mingling with people. You may be with your friends and you're having a Tower moment. You could be partying, having a drink, and you could be having a Tower moment. So something is shocking you or coming to you through some type of socialization or mingling or party environment. Also, too, King of Wands, you are very motivated and determined to try to save this tower. Okay. Tell me about that. King of Wands is like, I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm going to get the outcome that I want. But is it worth saving? That's kind of like the situation here. You have determination that you can turn a situation around, but is it worth it? Okay, this could be a love situation for you, or something about a passion that you have. Yeah, it feels like right now there's a lot of stagnancy. There could be a lot of negative feelings. Okay. You could be dealing with someone that is being very stale. Because think about it. Like, I don't know what the situation is. Love could be anything. Love could be a dream. It could be a relationship, a connection. It could be romance for you. But with the prison, it's like, you know, how can you even pursue this or continue this if someone's away or locked away, or if someone is self-sabotaging? Okay. So there could be someone that you have a lot of feelings for, that you care about, that could be self-sabotaging. Maybe you're talking about this with your friends. Your friends could be giving you a difference in perspective, and it's shocking you, like the breakthrough, that the clarity that you're getting. Okay, someone may not be taking a lot of action towards you right now as well. All right, this person could be dealing with debt. I don't know why I'm getting that with the prison card. Or someone could be dealing with a situation where they feel really stuck, like they feel like a prisoner to their circumstances. And I feel like you're very determined to, it's almost like someone is they're surrendering to their fate instead of, trying to change your situation. And I feel like you want to step in as the leader and help or change this or do what you have to do to fix it. But I don't know. I feel like right now there's a lot of stagnancy here, especially with the Tower. This is like a reality check. Like the universe is sending you some type of reality check about this connection. Okay. So something just may not have forward movement right now, no matter how hard you try. And the harder that you try, you could be doing yourself a disservice. Okay, with that King of Wands. What else do you want to tell Sagittarius about this Tower moment? Yeah, Knight of Wands. It feels like you are able to make some headway, or you're able to have like some progress. But again, there's so much Wands energy here. The Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands is not longevity. It's not consistent. It's here today, gone tomorrow. So there's an attitude or energy of that where it's like, you could try as hard as you want to, but if you're not being met with that same amount of consistency towards whatever this is, or the same amount of fight, how far can it really go? So something right now is a stalemate between you and this person. I don't know if it will always be this way, but for right now, someone is kind of just surrendering to their own fate. Someone could feel like a victim right now. Someone could feel weak, like they're not strong enough to survive their circumstances. Could have something to do with their finances. Could have something to do also with feeling like something is lacking in their life. This also could be someone who's feeling unfulfilled. Okay, so I feel like this week, because this is just a weekly energy, right? It's not like your outcome. So for this week, it feels like you and this person may not have a lot of communication. You may feel like you guys are not getting on the same page. You may feel like you guys are not coming to an understanding. We also have to remember that we are in the midst of Mercury retrograde. It's hard for people to express themselves, and there is a lot of probability of miscommunication. So for this week, I feel like, between you and a person right now, it feels very stagnant. And you want to help, you want to be the leader of the situation, but it's like, don't waste your time. Okay, don't waste your time. Focus on yourself. I think that's why you're rethinking your priorities here. You have clarity about this situation. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. All right, Three of Swords. Yeah, it's taking some type of disappointment for you to get some truth behind a situation. Okay, maybe you're not being treated as you should be. Someone could be putting a low effort towards you right now, and it feels like it's really disappointing you. It's like you get shocked by how some circumstance is turning, and then you get hurt. Okay, so you're kind of hurt, you're feeling a little defeated here, your heart could be broken, and it may feel like you're the only one trying to figure things out, at least this week. Okay, there's something about your standards and the type of woman or man that you are. Okay, with that Queen of Pentacles, you like to nurture, you like to help. You could have this energy of wanting to parent and caretake, but you just may need to reserve all of that for yourself, especially this week. Whatever you feel like you want to give to someone else this week, give it to yourself first. Okay, also too, you could be distracting yourself with this from this situation by focusing on your finances, your financial goals, your career. Okay, that could be taking the front seat this week. Feels like someone that you love, you're just not getting a lot of consistency from them right now. Your greatest gift this week is going to be your finances. Okay, having a financial win, having a career win, that's going to fulfill you this week. Okay, so try to focus more on that. Prioritize your money this week, prioritize your home life this week, staying in a very organized space, taking care of yourself, versus trying to take care of someone else. And yeah, your money and your finances and your career is going to be your greatest gift this week. That's going to reward you this week. There's some type of blessing coming in that arena. Okay. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles here. When you feel like someone is not prioritizing you, if this is someone that you love, like a friend, a family member, or a lover, you have to prioritize yourself. Okay. So that's how you counteract that. You just have to prioritize yourself. Feels like someone's not ready to put in the effort to fix things because they are just in their own mental prison. Okay. May not even have anything to do with you. I see that you're going to get back to what you used to do. You used to prioritize yourself very well. Think back to that season, whatever that season was, and what were the rewards that season for you? Were you on the height of your career? Were you doing great in business? Were you making a lot of money? Were you very stable? Did you have financial freedom? Was your family, healthy and well? Were your children thriving? Okay, so whatever that is, I feel like you're returning back to that. This is like a sentiment, or this is kind of like your outcome. So for the rest of July, you could be really just saying, you know what, let me just prioritize what matters to me. Let me stop looking behind me or to the side of me of what so and so is doing. Let me just put all the focus back to myself. And you are returning to a time where your life was very balanced. Okay, you're going to see that. Maybe this is what the universe wants you to focus on right now. Yeah, we have the star. Okay, so you are taking really good care of yourself. I see good hygiene, great looks physically. This could be great health routine that you're getting into. You also could be taking center stage very soon with the stars. So there's a lot of popularity or visibility coming towards you. You could be getting a lot more attention than you're normally used to here. It's also feels like you're healing from something. If there is something here that you felt like you need to heal from, I feel like you're finally stepping into that energy where you feel like you're releasing those burdens. And on top of that, again, the star is guaranteed success. So whatever you're prioritizing at this time, whether that's yourself, your money, your career, business, your home life, is going to be very successful. And you just kind of have to think about yourself right now. Even if you're worried about this situation, I feel like even if you try to push it or chase after the situation, nothing's going to change this week, okay? Nothing's changing this week. Some of you guys, too, really prioritizing your children, all right, and your work. So we have a career card here. We also have the wife card here, but also taking care of their children. So if you are a parent, pouring into your children also is going to really make you feel successful, and also could be bringing you a lot of blessings. Maybe that's where a lot of your focus needs to be. And also your career. I feel like your career could be taking a sudden rise with that star. Something could be getting healed or rejuvenated in your career. So if you felt very stagnant in your career, if you felt like you weren't making the money that you wanted to, you weren't getting offered the promotion, something is being rejuvenated here. And you're going back to a very prosperous or very blessed time with the star and the 6 of Cups, okay? All right. Should we do a angel message? Or I don't know. I don't know if we should do an angel message. Should we do last words? I just don't know. I just don't know. So interesting. Do I have the last words? I do. Okay. Maybe we'll just do last words today. Hold on. Okay. All right. Give me some last words for my Saggies watching. What do they need to know about this week? Anything significant? Anything to confirm what we said, or anything that we didn't discuss that they need to know about? I think the important thing to know is that if you are feeling a disconnect from someone, it's not you. You probably didn't do anything, or it's not because they're feeling any type of way about you. It could be their own circumstance that they are surrendering to. It's like someone's in their pity party, okay? And all they can think about is that. So know that as well. All right, give me some messages for Saggy. What can you tell me? Anything else? All right, one more. Thank you. All right. Oh my God. Okay, so we have a lot of sexual cards coming out. Where's the other one? Okay, here we go. So bottom of the deck, we have the sex is great. All right. So if you are doing those grown-up things with someone, it could be a really great time. We also have great in bed. But I also feel like too, that may be the only way that you feel like you could connect with someone right now, because emotionally you're just not getting anything. Okay. We also have I need more attention. We have I'm pregnant surprise. This keeps coming out. So, you know, someone out here is getting pregnant. We have Virgo the magician. We have plotting against you. Okay. I want a family with you. We have in the trash. All right. What else? We have fantasizing about you. I want you. All right. We have Mary Jane. Someone could be smoking a lot this week. We have Pisces. I like you, but not in love. Pushing you away. Not interested. Okay. We have May, Taurus, or Gemini, or May could be a very significant month. We have You Were in My Dreams. And last but not least, we have Under the Bed. Okay. All right, guys, that is your weekly reading. It's an interesting week. This is a week definitely for you to prioritize yourself. I did a reading, like an extended reading, where I talked about what Sagittarius angels really wanted from them right now. And one of the biggest themes was prioritization of themselves. So that could be what you're stepping into and really feeling like solidarity with that, not fighting against that. Of course, I'm going to do an extended for this. I want to talk about this person who's coming up, that there could be a little bit of a distance between you and this person this week. And I want to see how they're really feeling, what they're dealing with behind the scenes, their actions towards you this week, and also the outcome between you two. So if you're interested in that, definitely check out the extended. I will leave the link in the description box down below. I will also leave the link in the comment section down below as well. Check out the Sagittarius Vault, because that is a membership where I post all of my extendeds that I threw on this channel, all of them that I've ever done on this channel in that vault. Okay, so you're able to see all the extendeds. If you do enjoy these videos and you like to watch the extendeds, it's definitely a better price than buying them individually. So check that out. Other than that, guys, I'm wishing you guys the best week moving forward. I love you guys so much. I hope that you guys have a really blessed week. Whew, your girl is hot over here, okay? With that being said, I will see you next time. And some of you, I will see you in extended. All right. Bye, guys.